Love on the trip.
Sophia is going home to Brazil after a month's vacation in France. She lives in an apartment in Brazil with 2 friends. Her airplane leaves at 5 o'clock. It is 1 o'clock now. Sophia puts her clothes and a manuscript into a travel bag. This manuscript is very important to her. She is writing her first book. Oliver is a student. He lives in Brazil. After 2 months in England, he is going home. He finds his seat on the airplane. A pretty girl is sitting in the seat near him. "Hi," Oliver says to the girl. He smiles at her. Sophia looks up, but she doesn't smile. "Hello," she says, and she looks down at her book again. Suddenly, Oliver's bag falls on the girl. It knocks the book from her hands. "Oh," Sophia says. "Sorry," Oliver says. "I'm sorry." He quickly gets her book from the floor and looks at it. "Interesting," he says. "Here you are." "Thank you," she says. She is annoyed. "My name's Oliver," Oliver says. Sophia looks up at him. "Is it?" she says. Then she looks at her book again. "What's your name?" he asks. Sophia doesn't look up from her book this time. "Sophia," she says. "That's a pretty name," Oliver says. Oliver is talking about his time in England. "I like France," he says. "I like the noise, the lights, the people, the red buses." "Do you like France, Sophia? Do you like England?" Sophia puts down her book and sighs. "Yes," she says. "I like France. I like England. And I like quiet people." Later, there is a movie. Oliver is watching the movie, but after a time he sleeps. Very slowly, his head falls onto Sophia's shoulder. Sophia looks at Oliver and sighs. "I don't want his head on my shoulder," she thinks. But he is quiet now. She thinks about her manuscript. "I can finish the story in Brazil," she thinks. Many hours later, the airplane arrives at Brazil Airport. Sophia and Oliver go into the building and wait for their bags. Sophia's bag is blue. Suddenly, she sees a blue travel bag. Here it is, she thinks. Good. Now I can go, and Oliver can't follow me. She quickly takes the bag and leaves the airport. Oliver watches Sophia. "Wait for me, Sophia," he thinks. But he doesn't have his bag. He can't leave the airport. Then, suddenly, he sees a blue travel bag. "That's my bag," he thinks. "Maybe I can catch Sophia." He quickly takes the blue bag and runs from the airport into the street. And there is Sophia, on a bus. "Wait," Oliver calls. He runs after the bus, but the bus doesn't stop for him. Sophia sees Oliver from the window of the bus, and she smiles. But now Oliver is looking down at the blue bag. Something's wrong, he thinks. The bus is very hot and Sophia's eyes close. She sleeps after the long journey from France. A man on the bus is looking at the blue travel bag. Maybe there's money in that bag or some expensive clothes, he thinks. The bus is stopping now. Quickly, the man takes the bag and runs. The bus stops and Sophia opens her eyes. Then the bus moves again and she sees the man. He is running down the street with the blue bag. Stop. Stop the bus. Sophia says. That man has my bag. The bus stops again and Sophia runs after the man. But where is he? Sophia runs up and down the streets of Brazil, but she can't see the thief. She is angry and unhappy. My manuscript, she thinks. It's in that bag. Months and months of work. What can I do now? I can't start again. Then, slowly, Sophia walks home to her apartment building. Oliver is waiting for her at the door. What do you want, Oliver? Sophia says. Oh. Is that my bag? Oliver smiles. I have your bag and you have. He stops. Where is it? Where's my bag? Your bag. Sophia says. Oh. I'm sorry. A thief has your bag. The thief is looking at the things in Oliver's bag. He doesn't understand. They aren't the clothes of a pretty young woman. What's this? He thinks. Dirty shirts. Dirty old jeans. He looks for some money or an expensive dress, but he doesn't find them. He leaves the clothes in the street and walks away. I have my manuscript. Sophia says. Thank you. Oliver laughs. And the thief can have my old shirts and jeans, he says. A big mistake. She smiles at him. A lucky mistake for me, she says. But how? How do I know your address? Oliver says. It's on the label. You read books, Sophia. I read labels.